Man, that mouse works so well. All right, so it's always a mix-up to whether you're doing a video or a live stream. You can't do both. Well, technically, I suppose you could if you have multiple devices, but why would you? Oh. Cool thing about these seats is that they fold back nice and easy. So you can get at everything. Cop comes by, say, "I saw alcohol in it." Yes, sir, you are, because it's like pour alcohol. So, the one time a cop would stop by and say, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And it's like, "Are you drinking alcohol?" "No, sir, I would never drink this stuff." All right, let's get the new Velcro pieces out, or not. It's funny, they use Velcro to hold the Velcro I'm using. I mean, it's smart, but still kind of amusing. Okay, two pieces there. And then I will simply just line these up. You can cut them off, and you know they're absolutely equal. I got some other uses of Velcro I'm going to do. Replace something that was at the front, in the front of the vehicle. We'll do that afterwards because it's a simple one. Of course, when you're doing this, you gotta make sure it's always lined up. As best you can. This obviously doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, that's interesting. There's the first. Starts off, everything's pre-lined up. But get extra. Quality control right there. Quality control. All right, let me get my handy dandy multi-tool out. Thing, most incredibly useful thing ever. You don't have to carry a ton of tools, but obviously limited use. So we'll just put about that amount. We'll do some professional measurements here. There we go. And we do the same on the other side, and this will just be. Then I gotta find more of the shelf material to trim up and fit for the blackout. Blackout worked really well on that side for the smaller window, so we'll get the bigger window up and going, and then this would be like the perfect little camper setup. You not get bothered by people. Let's see. I want the soft side in because you never want to be rubbing against the rough side. Warm up the surface a little because there's glue to stick. Yeah, of course, it's ideal to do this in the warmer weather, but you work with what you got. Now, making sure this is lined up right, so I have my 1-inch gap. In case you're wondering why that's a specific thing that literally doubles the effectiveness of. Way to bring them out. Oh, I do it right here. So, it's Reflectix. Now, this particular one is for a different window, but I have ones cut out for the windows, and having these will keep heat in, reflects literally the heat in, and reflects the heat out. So incredibly handy, and you'll see these in all kinds of campers and car life and van life builds. They do because it's the cheapest thing to do, and it's actually really easy. So you just make a little template, cut it out. And initially that's what I did. I did make the template of the window, cut this out, use duct tape to trim up the spaces that weren't perfect, because you're never really going to get it perfect. But then I learned about, well, let's go back up. What people will do is they'll have the silver side, then you have your black side, and the black side uses your blackout. So for those people who stealth camp in a city, well, you don't want people seeing in. You put this inside the window, you could tell someone is actually camping in their vehicle, living in their vehicle, or staying in it, or whatever the case may be. But if you got a blackout, just like tinted windows and you can't see in. Now to try to see in is very obvious, then you're actually trying to see in someone's vehicle. And socially, that's not something that people do. So what you want to do is you want a blackout, but you can't do on one side. A guy did a test where blacked out on one side and silver on the other side. Yeah, it kind of works, but it actually makes it hotter inside in the summertime, and it reduces the effectiveness because the black will absorb heat. So the summertime, if you got a blacked out window and a piece of black, you're getting hotter because all you're doing is heating this up, which is then will radiate the heat more on the inside. But, and this is more for winter camping, and it may be effective in the summer. I have to remember the video, but leaving a 1-inch gap doubles the insulation of this, that air gap. Okay, so hence why I leave this out about 1 inch. I'm going to, I've already did it to these two, the two smaller side windows. I'm going to extend this so that it actually will do the whole window but stay out. And then I will make a blackout that fits specifically right in there, so that when I want blackout, I have blackout. When I want just heat or cold, I'll have just heat or cold. That's the goal. And that seems to be very effective. And it doesn't cost any more. I mean, a little bit. You gotta buy more material, obviously. But it's not terrible. And it's a much more efficient use of setup. I like being more efficient in my use of things. Put this over there. A little later, I'll show that setup how I got. This is not my coffee. Let's try that. Let's try that again. No, I've not been drinking any alcohol. Ah, that's funny. I've already done the cleaning of the surfaces, so. Oh, there it is. So I need just a small piece to go here, huh? Just start at that end. I think this would be super helpful. And I do have a cheapy heating system idea, which uses basically a candle, radiated heat. And I was impressed with the first test I did when it was only 9 degrees outside, and that's in Celsius. So 9 degrees above freezing. And within 15 minutes, it doubled the temperature. I went up to, actually got up to 18 within 15 minutes inside. And that's when I had my Reflectix up, and just myself and a friend, and we're just sitting in a park. You know, you have good friends when you can just say, hey, you want to go to a park and black out the windows and see how hot we can get it inside? Yeah. I have good friends who get around with that. I'm trying not to waste too much, because these don't need to be massive. They just need to be reasonable, so they provide good grip. The other side, if it's too good a grip, you'll rip the glue off because, well, like I said, cold. So we have to let this stuff sit for a while so that the glue has a chance to work its way into the little pores and of the patterned material. I think this is definitely a better setup than before. I'm going to do about the same height on the other side. Yeah, speaking of cold, it's cold right now. I want to do another inside temperature test with my radiated heating candle and see how well that works. Funny, there's a company that makes that specific thing, and it just wasn't done very well because apparently it wasn't terribly effective. They didn't. The person who did the testing didn't get it great, and he was winter, it was snow. I mean, he had to shovel to make use of the fire pit area there. Try to get that lined up. Okay, there. Then 2 more pieces up above, but maybe a small piece there and a slightly bigger piece here. Just because, oh, this would be 1 strip will do this perfectly. All right. So we're just gonna do a bigger strip there. Super handy that these seats fold back. The Honda Element is a wild vehicle. Honda put the U in SUV, man. And it's a good chance that they're making another one. I just hope it's not an all-electric one. It's bad enough some of the modern vehicles are so controlled. Companies want you to go back to them and spend money with them. It's like, it's hard to justify buying a brand new vehicle, you know, $50,000-$60,000. That's still on the crazy side. This is not the most ideal setup, but that's okay. Alright, about there should be good. Good enough gap. One can only hope that the cold doesn't affect us too badly. I will probably extend the window shade, the reflective shade. Probably do that inside my place because it's too cold out here to do it and to futz around with duct tape in cold weather. Just do a small piece there. So I think I should be able to do all of these today. Do this side, then the other side, then do the back window. Each surface is a little different, so let me make sure I put this on the right side, not the soft side in. Nope, that's a pudgy little squirrel over there, man. Small little trick. If you put these strips in with they're all together, and then once I've got the Reflectix and the extended flaps on them, you just pull the strips, the backing off, and then when you put it in place, they're automatically lined up. There you go, there's one done. And one of the little updates I wanted to do, and I'll move the camera to cover it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could even do just... Nah. Sorry, thinking out loud, don't mind me. I can show you the other side. I'll just show you the other side before I get into the little finish. There we go. Okay. So, there's one of the small windows. Yeah, the box is picked up. And it just goes there. Oh. Magnet in the way. Hey, Puddle Cheese and Demon Girl. Cute nickname, both of them actually, but yeah. So this is something else. We can get into that later. Can I do this? So I can set up with two hands. Let's try this. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, you can see. Cool. This guy just actually goes right there. And that's it. No. And it works. And it comes off easily. Yeah. Some of my Velcro came off. That's okay. I didn't prep that surface, so this didn't hold all that well. But maybe, since I'm a little better this time, I could prep the surface and hopefully the glue holds better this time. There you go. Move the dirt off of that. Now what I have to do though is put it back on. So you are this side. Wait a minute. Oh, was it? Did the whole thing come off? I'm not blind here, am I? Because it came off from that side. But where's the piece that goes on there? Is it just me? Have I just not had enough coffee? Or did I couldn't have forgotten to do that. Oh my god. Yep, it's a morning. I may have actually forgot to do something. But that's very strange. Yep, it's definitely one of those mornings apparently. Get that out of the way. Move some other stuff out of the way. Make sure I'm not misplacing something. Yeah, the joys of doing something live when it doesn't quite go well. That's very, I'll say, irritating. this is sticking to me. That is very odd. This came off, and it's the soft part, so the soft part goes there. But I'm looking for the matching soft part to this. That's another piece that came off. That's fine, and I know there is one. But now it's shit. It just happens. Now I'll put you right in the middle, and maybe you'll stick a little better this time. How strange. But anyways, that's the idea. I think that's kind of what happens. This is a little awkward because this is rubber right there, so it won't really. This is not the greatest glue to stick to rubber. I might, if that still becomes a regular problem, I might just switch it over and move the Velcro to the metal parts than the plastic. This would just be easier. I tried these little dots. The little dots would use up, less. I could do more, but they didn't stick very well either, so they aren't all that great. Well, no matter which way you do it. So again, it's all an experiment. All right, so now let's get into into this. So this is something I found to be I found good use for it. Problem is the cup holders. Cup holders in here are really badly out of the way. Only because of this. This is a center console arm storage. Everybody wants these, and they are handy. But when you drive a manual and you have to use the parking brake all the time, this gets in the way of grabbing that. Same with the cup holders. You can't actually get at the cup holder just by using arm regular. You have to do this weird little twist to grab it. So that's why I got this to kind of extend it. So I actually have, 1, 2, 3 cup holders. But at nighttime, you can't see where the cup's going in. Enter in this. This is actually a motion sensor light. That is, this has a rechargeable battery, hence the cable. So I thought, maybe we'll get clever with the magnets, because this just has, a metal plate and an opposite magnet. Well, it was such a weak thing, like it wouldn't hold very well. It's like, I'll enhance that and I'll add some of these little neodymium magnets. And they work, but it's still not quite, it's easy to knock off. And for the most part, it's fine. Maybe I'll just still leave it. Because I want to use the, I want to try maybe change this over to Velcro later on. But it works very well because having it down there, the light turns on but doesn't shine up in my eyes, and it lights up the area so you can see. So you just move your cup in the area, light turns on. And it's a rechargeable. And there are 3 settings for this. And I think that one's just always on. I don't know what that setting, this might be a timed setting. And the 3 blinks means it's motion sensitive. So I generally just keep it off. It doesn't need to be triggering off, so it sits there. Now I can charge it in the car because it's a simple USB to, actually it's a USB-C cable, amazingly enough. I was thinking about Velcro, but maybe we'll do that afterwards. Okay, well. Alright, so we got one done. Let's go back. Work on the other one. Bit of an odd angle. Move that out of the way. This is a lap desk. Works very, very well as a desk. This, I don't know, it's not terribly useful because a phone itself would fit in here, but a phone with a case, no. Now, if I took this out and did, just line the edge something else, then I would have more space in here, but I don't use this part very often. I can see how it could be used, but it's just not as useful. So I just store it in here, but I do use it for regular. Okay, this. There we go. Got my non-drinkable alcohol officer. Velcro package number 2. This is where Dollar Store does come in handy for trying these out. And maybe down the road I'll end up replacing these and doing something a little more professional, more less hacky. You know, for your first vehicle, you just try to do stuff that you can. But it's useful, it's handy. They do the job. I mean, for it's $1.25, so you can't really beat the cheapness of them. You know, it's great for testing proof of concepts. Just put this stuff down there. Oh, good. Drop it. Oh, wait. Don't fall down. Don't. There you go. Try not to fall down the little crevasses. Crevasses. Hey, Jamari Lunsford. Hey, how's it going, man? And don't mind me if I don't quite catch up with all the chat. I try, but when you're doing stuff, you're not looking at the screen, so. And try to line these up again. Yeah, so. Yeah, I suppose I could try my little heater and warm up the surfaces, but that just seems to be a lot of extra work. If it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold. It's not the end of the world. Oh look, I got extra again. And it is lined up on the other end. That's just out of curiosity. It would be funny if the extra happens to be the opposite. No, it's both the soft sides. Would be nice if it was extra the hook side, so I could just match them up. But no, amusing. Okay, so we've got that ready. Now we just do a bit of cleaning. Okay, that there, that there. Yeah, it never hurts to do a bit of cleaning the vehicles in general anyways. And where's the little strap for this guy? Oh, maybe this one. Nope, that's the other one. There's the strap. Oh, that's what we've done as far. Oh, not that little. Got a little piece, and that's just. There we go. So, in case you guys are wondering, the Honda Element seats. Let's just do this. So the Honda Element seats are really, really kind of crazy. I'm going to do it this way. So they will lay back flat. Right? They will also lay flat up to the side, so I can literally, that's the hinge, they will go up to the side, and there's a little carabiner that holds up here, up to here, so I'll stay outside. And taking them out is easy. It's just this little cover, and it's right there. Press that, and I can take out the whole seat. So, incredibly useful vehicles, incredibly versatile. Kind of hard to beat them. Honda hasn't made these since 2011, and with a hint that they might do more, so might do another one. All right, let's put you back there. Let them clean again. So at least the Velcro glue will have a better chance of it actually staying than that one did. And then we just trim these pieces to fit. And not use up a whole piece. I've got some strong alcohol small coming out of here, so if anybody comes by, they'll be wondering, has this guy been drinking? Is he a homeless person? No, just using some alcohol for cleaning. Maybe a little disinfecting at the same time, conveniently. But luckily, it'll dissipate quick enough. do this one, then I'll do the tailgate. And then that'll be that. That big. About that long. Highly precision measuring methods here, folks. SAE approved. For those who know. Soft side. Small bit back there. So, yep, low on the quiet side for sure. Hey, how's it going? Just doing some modification of my vehicle to put up some heat protection. Oh, this stuff is getting cold and hard. A little harder to cut with smaller scissors. It can be done, it's just a little more challenging. The colder it gets, the harder the plastic gets. This will never be a professional install, but it will be my install. All right. Doesn't need to be too big. Oh, this glue is getting tougher as it cools off. A little more of a challenge, but that's why you do this. You're not doing this because you're unchallenged. No, you're not doing this because you are unchallenged. This is something you want to do because it's a bit of a challenge. And then you can have the pride of saying you actually did it. It's your idea. Well, you usually get the ideas from a bunch of other people. But it's an amalgamation of ideas, so it's never going to be exact. I mean, there are some systems out there you can buy. I saw this guy with this 4Runner just this morning. Pretty wild setup. I'll probably leave these set for the day before I try putting up the covers. Because I want that glue to sit in there as it's cold, so I'll let the day warm up and the glue warm up and settle a little bit more. Alright, so those are done. Now I gotta do the back. Whew. You can see breath. Move everybody forward. It's nippy out. It's coffee still reasonably warm. Alright, let's go to the back. Do the one in the back there. Hang on. YouTube never likes it when you put the thing on an angle, put your phone on an angle. Back of the element. Alright. A little disorganized at the moment because stuff and cleaning. So, oh, there we go. Get them the view there. Velcro strip number 2, number 3. I mean, I think just using a little piece of Velcro to hold it together is clever. It's simple. It's cheap. I think it's just actually really clever. You don't have to use any extra material to reduce your cost because you've already got the stuff to hold it together anyways. Oh, don't put Velcro onto microfibers. It tends to stick. Okay. Clean it out. Clean the surfaces once these are mated together. I think we're barely going to hit double digits today. You can see the breath. Even on the video, you can see my breath. It's a little chilly out here right now. Ooh, this one even has a little bit of waste. The other ones had like 2 to 3 times that. Okay, now I need a spray bottle, which I did not bring. Hang on. Eventually I'll get those rubber linings, door linings replaced so it's not quite as a slammy sound. There. Now do a bit of cleaning. Surface prep. Guess we'll be doing it in there. I suppose I could do it just all the way around here, couldn't I? I need to put it onto there, do it. This will keep it simpler. Make sure I got that all off. It's only alcohol, so it's not going to really ruin anything. It's 20-year-old plastic. If it doesn't really damage now, it's not going to be more damaged by doing this. That would give me the gap and simplify setting it up. It would. So, we'll do that. Oh, look, I grabbed the end of his extra. Soft side. It gets harder as the plastic warms up, as the plastic cools off. It was nice on the first run because it was still warm. Then the second cut, not so much. About the same distance, same length. Now, let that sit. Extra clean. I got some extra Velcro. I'll just keep that here for now. So I'll bring the pieces inside. I guess the challenge is I don't know how far to extend them. It looks to be about 2 to 3 inches, so about 6-7 centimeters. Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's just Velcro or just duct tape to make them longer, easier. Okay, not that. Yep, grab the phone and drop it. That's what you need to do. At least I'm filling this off. Okay. So that's done. That I'm leaving. So I just need to bring those pieces in and make them longer. Make the flaps longer. Bring that stuff in. Okay, lock. Alright. That's gonna come in with me. This will come in. I bring my. I think we should bring this guy in because that's already done. So he can go here. They're following it forward. Following it forward. Okay, grab these guys. It's being washed anyways. Oh, this is gonna fall. You know, I'm not very coordinated about it right now. Coffee. Close up and lock it. My fingers are getting. Hey, Jilly. Lock that. That's one side. You can sit there, there. Nice and warm in here compared to outside, that's for sure. Ah, you know what I forgot? I forgot to bring in the duct tape, which is out the vehicle. Ah. Well, I'm going to abandon the live stream anyways now. I think we're done. Thanks for everybody stopping by. Appreciate it. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for that.